Hello everyone, welcome to my Unreal Engine tutorial series on how to create an open world game. So this time I am going to show you how to add a moon texture or a moon to our sky sphere like this, so that in the night time we will have the moon and the daytime we will have the sun. So like this. So this is I have speed up the time so that I can easily show you the effect. So actually I have seen some more tutorials in YouTube on how to do this, but most of them have used some spear mesh or sprite or billboard to show the moon. But here I'm going to implement this moon within the SkySphere parameter without using any other meshes or anything. The reason to do that is if I use an external mesh, if I change the parameters like clouds, so without, if I use an external mesh, it wouldn't be covered up with clouds like this. So that's why I want to do it within the given SkySphere material. Right. So let's get started. Alright. So this is my current project, and for the moment I do not have the moon here, only the sun. I'll set it to 10. So we have sun but not the moon. Right. So let's get started. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open our SkySphere blueprint, and here we have, as you can see in the existing SkySphere, so this is where the material is created for the SkySphere. So it's here in engine content, engine sky, and I'm gonna duplicate this and create another parameter because I don't want to create modify the default material. So if something went wrong, I can look at this and fix it. So instead of the default material, actually I will create an instance of this like this, and I'll assign this one here, right? Okay, then I'll open this, not this one, open this material and here you can see the how the sun is defined or created in this material. So in the same way I'm going to create the moon as well, but we can't use the exact same way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add there is some node called skybox image, right? And for the texture I'll promote this to parameter and call it moon texture, and I have downloaded a moon image like this, and I'm going to import this to our project like this, and I'll use that texture instead of the one we have here, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to define scale of the moon here like this. Scale, and I'll set the default value to something like 0.2. Okay, and then I'll assign here, I'll add another multiply node. Now I'll add a node like this and put it here, and here I'll do a multiply, and here as the mask, so this part is where the color of the moon comes from. That means this for the moon it should come from this RGB part. So I'll put this one here, and for the masking part this comes from this sphere mask, but we are not using a single color, we are using a skybox image, so I can do it like this. Okay, and for the image vector I can use the same vector like this, but there is a slight problem if I directly use this. I'll show you. Let's for the moment let's apply and see. I'll change to night time, and where's the moon? I can't still see that. Okay, here, right. Okay, so not that one, I should use this one like this, and I can't still see the moon, right. Right, this is the problem. I should plug this one here. Okay, now we got the moon, and there is a small problem here. If I increase the time like this, the moon is going down this way and the sun is rising up in the same way. So this is not natural, I think. This is not natural, not think. It's okay. And to fix that, we can do a small calculation like this. I'll break this into float 3 component and multiply this one, and I'll for this one I'll make float 3, and I'll connect this one and this one directly, and for the R component I'll multiply this with the -1. So this must fix that problem. I'm not going to explain how about the calculation part here because it will take some time, and you should be familiar with vectors and everything, so I'll skip that part, but if you're interested you can study on your own. So for now, that works. So now, as you can see, the moon is going down there and the sun is rising here. So this is more natural. Okay, and right, and one small thing. So now we have this one. Let's since we have used this instance here of the material to create the dynamic material instance, I can change the texture if you want here, and also change the moon scale as well, but this scale looks good to me. And also I'll create another parameter to increase the brightness of the sun, not sun, moon. So I'll set the default value to like 2, and you can see here this moon brightness is 2, so this is the brightness for 2. If I set it to like 10, it is more bright, as you can see here. I'll try like 50. Okay, it is more bright, but we lose the details of the texture, so I'll keep it like 10. Okay, so I'll simulate the time of day now. Yes, as you can see, moon is going down as I shown at the beginning, and the sun is rising here. So yeah, so that's it. And please note that in this episode I haven't thought about anything like this moon have different behaviors, like depending on the time of the month. It sometimes it looks like a half, sometimes we can see it in the daytime, but I haven't think of anything. It just show up in the opposite direction of the sun, the more the simplest way. So okay, so that's all for now, and see you in the next episode. Goodbye. For the next episode, I haven't thought of what I'm going to do, but I'll do something in this weather system. And feel free to make any comments or suggestions what to do on next part. Okay, see you. Goodbye.